What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? This is Great Yami Sim of Famfrit coming to you today to talk about the state of the Famfrit server once again. This is a follow-up to the video I put out about a week ago, speaking on the state of the Famfrit server. Over the past week, I have talked to several people and gathered some opinions, facts, figures, this, that, and the other. And I just wanted to throw it together, put together a video, and offer up my opinion, I guess. These people have asked to remain nameless, but yes, this is mostly opinions, and we're just going to go from there. Please, I ask that you keep an open mind and just roll with it. Here we go. I'm going to go over the pros and cons that I have come across. I try to keep it even. Some of the pros include Famfrit is full of friendly people. I will agree with that 100%. I've pretty much had nothing positive experiences since I came here from Hyperion. On that note, the player base in general does not have a lot of true elitists, and you can interpret the term elitist however you want. I'm using it in the context of the, I guess, douchebaggery type. I'm better than you, so fuck off type. Players are very goal-oriented, and and there are a lot of like-minded individuals. That is very true. I have found that on this server, when we put our minds to it, we can accomplish just about anything we try. With that, there are some very valid cons. The endgame community tends to exclude players who either haven't done it and aren't willing to teach the players that haven't done things. And, I mean, I guess you could say there's really nothing wrong with that. You know, that's what statics are for and stuff like that. But, and I'm not talking about carrying people either. I'm talking about players that actually genuinely want to learn and might not necessarily have, I don't know, the connections that some players do. My free company, Mystic Moogle, we try to do events and stuff like that, and anytime we can help somebody out, we try our best to. But not every free company or static or group of people is willing to do that. And, you know, that's okay. But at the same time, you know, I feel like that we should try to help each other out. I'm not saying carry people. Not in the least. I'm totally against carrying other people. But, you know, it's things like that that can make the experience better. You know, asking questions, learning things, just doing it. Just doing it. There you go. Just doing it is what it takes. And, you know, together everybody achieves more. That's why it's a team. It's a team effort and things like that. Ridiculously high market prices. A friend of mine was doing some cross-referencing on prices and stuff for the animal weapons. On the Balmung server, you could get a full set of items on the Balmung server for under 1 million gil total. I mean, that's crazy. You know, and one set of 4 items on this server can range you from anywhere from 2.5 to 4 million gil. And that's only on the weekdays. The weekends is even worse. I mean, you gotta make that money, but, you know, it's just one of those things. Another thing that was brought to my attention, and I really haven't noticed this, maybe some of you out here that watch my content can give me some feedback on this. Anything other than link shell and free company chats aren't quite as friendly. I mean, I have seen some trolling and some people being smartasses to one another, but what game doesn't have that? Like most places, you're going to have people who like to jump the gun on things like hunts and stuff like that. And let's be honest, folks, that happens everywhere. You know, and I guess you just have to adapt to it. But as a player base as a whole, we can overcome this. Really, any of these cons we can overcome if we put our heads together and just do it. Possible solutions to this. Now, these are not my opinion. This is suggestions from other people. Players tend to be, or need to be more inclusive and understanding. To a degree, I can agree with this. It would help our in-game crowd tremendously in the long run, especially for, I'm just saying, for the ones that want to learn. The exclusion factor is a tendency of the North American crowd I have observed in the past. The Japanese crowd is not near as exclusive, I guess you'd say. And that's to each their own, I suppose. With that, I'm going to come to what I'm considering to be a harsh reality. With that being said, and this was at the general consensus of myself and several other players, we all sat down and had a roundtable discussion about this, and this is what we came to the conclusion of. And you may agree, you may disagree, but like I say, please keep an open mind. The hard truth would be that Famfrit is not a hardcore endgame server. I personally would put it on par with being a high-end casual with a pretty good endgame crowd. You do have your hardcore players, but you don't see as many of them as you would in places like Sargatanas or Gilgamesh. And I mean, that's where a lot of the really hardcore players on the server end up going anyway. And I know you're saying to yourself, now, Yami-san, why would you say something like this? Somebody's got to say it. And I may take the hate for it, but hey, I try to tell it like it is. And I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But as a community, you know, we have to know our place on the list. And if we want to become that hardcore raider server, then perhaps we should be a little more accessible to everyone, minus the carry-ease. I think that in the long run it could benefit everybody. And with that, I want to say thank you for watching. Have a great day, and if you're in the middle of this winter storm like I am, stay warm, stay safe. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. I may open up a Facebook page here in the near future if I have enough support behind it. And, you know, give me some love, give me some thoughts. Take care of yourselves, and have a great one.